Tonight's message is going to be about BBL surgeries, chest implants, and altering our look. So, before I get started, I wanted to say thank you to the Holy Spirit and thank you for two older women that I work with. One of them, her name is Mrs. Danita, and the other one, her name is Miss Casey. Now, the reason why I'm saying give them credit and thanks because, once again, I'm an average Joe. I'm just working, just doing enough to make ends meet. And these two women have really done a good job with giving me gifts. And no, it's not like birthday presents or anything like that. These are just women who see that a young man is at work trying to do the right thing, and they give me gifts here and there. And I really appreciate Miss Casey and Miss Danita for that. Now, tonight's message, as I just mentioned, it's going to be about BBL surgeries, chest implants, and basically altering our look. Now, this one is going to be for the women and sisters. Please don't be mad at me, but I just got to get this off my chest. And but first, let me go ahead and start with Michael Jackson. Now, when Michael Jackson was alive, yes, people loved his music. Yes, people thought he could dance fantastic. And yes, people thought he was an awesome musician. If that's your opinion, great. But look at the before and after. The way the man bleached his skin, the way the man had so many surgeries on his nose, he basically didn't like his look. Now, I don't know if he was pressured into doing this or maybe he just didn't like the way y'all created him. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that he looked like a total different man after all that surgery and bleaching of the skin, which is a shame. Now, last but not least, let me get to the real topic tonight, which is going to be about the BBL surgeries. Now, women, think for yourself. Don't be so naive. And just because, and I had to look this up, the City Girls, aka Cardi B, Beyonce, anything that these women tell you, you agree with, just think for yourself. And the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of them, and I don't care, I mean, they can do whatever they want, it's their body, but I'm just trying to prove that they get these surgeries, these chest implants, lip fillers, all this junk, which is, if you did the research, this is a foreign substance entering your body. It is very, very likely, if you're an average lady, you can get what you call mold from this. You can die on the table, or you could be injured for life. Because let me just go ahead and say this. Of course, Cardi B and all these people, they have millions of dollars to keep this stuff up. Yes, they can do it because they have so much money that the average person couldn't comprehend. So they're going to go to the best doctors and do the best jobs, which once again, I do not condone this, but they're going to get it done because they have the money. Compared to the average sister or Hispanic or Asian or whatever race you are that could be listening to this, you get that doggone, what's that check called? Income tax check. And you go, and I'm not knocking you. You can do what you want. I'm just saying, just don't do this because you putting yourself at risk. You going to the Dominican Republic, and you going to Florida. You're going to these old jackleg, ham-handed doctors. They're going to basically do a ham-handed job compared to Cardi B's doctor or whoever these other celebrities are getting this junk. You put it like this. Everybody is putting themselves at risk. And just because you're rich and famous, that doesn't mean that it can't happen to you. I'm just saying it's more likely to happen to the average sister or Asian or Hispanic that gets their big lump sum of money and they're spending $10,000, $15,000, and sometimes even more than that on butt implants, chest implants, lip fillers. I mean, sisters, and this is another thing, and I did research on this lady. I don't know if I should call, and I'm not going to call her name out, but her mother had to bury her, and this is sad. Think about this. A surgery that could have been avoided. There was nothing wrong with this sister. Nothing at all. She didn't have any kind of hamstring injuries, any, kneecap surgeries, nothing like that. She spent her money to go get a stupid butt implant And it backfired, and this mother has to live with this every day. Her daughter is deceased because she went to go get a surgery that could have been avoided. And let me go ahead and say this too. A lot of people will say, as I hear this argument a lot, well, if something happened to me and I live to see it, I'll just sue them. Listen, and that's even with normal surgeries. If a man has a torn rotator's cuff and he has to go get surgery, the doctors, and even with these implants, they make you sign on a dotted line before you get under that table. They make you sign saying, look, if anything goes left or we, cut a limb or do something on an accident, that's not on us. You can't sue us. And before that surgery is started, you sign on that dotted line, and the doctors in the world, they're basically telling you, if we mess you up, we don't care. You have to live with this for life. That's basically what they're saying. You have to live for this for life because it was their mistake and you can't punish them for it. I think that's a crying shame, and it should be reversed. Now, back to the topic real quick too. I know you guys are not going to agree with this, like I said, with this topic, because I see a lot of my sisters in all races, black, whites, Japs, all kind of races. And like I said, these women, you guys can do what you want. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not here to shame you. I'm just here to shed light that, sisters, you guys don't know what you're doing to your precious bodies when it doesn't have to be tampered with. And then on top of it, I cannot recall the last time I've went to a grocery store or a mall or just anywhere in general where I saw a casual woman like back in the day. And once again, this isn't a hip hop channel or anything. I just have to bring light to this because this is a phenomena that's off the chain and it's just totally gaining a lot of traction day by day. But as I was saying, back in the day, sisters like the one that died on that plane, what is that lady's name? Aaliyah. Okay, she was pretty natural. She didn't have to have, chest implants, butt implants, or anything like that. She was just natural. And I'm trying to question, when did this come on the scene where everybody and their mama got to have breast implants? Everybody and their mama have to have chest implants? Everybody and their mama have to have lip fillers? Sisters, leave this stuff alone because I'm telling you, there's 3 things that can happen to you when you do this. Either 1, you can get blood clots. 2, you can get a terrible surgery that can happen. It can scar you for life. Or 3, it could, what I hate to say this, cause you to die on that doggone table. And just once again, think about what your family will have to go through day by day knowing my daughter got a surgery for a butt implant and it went left and now we have to bury her. It's a shame. And I'm going to go ahead and say 2 more things real quick and I'm going to wrap this up. And I'm not trying to dog out your surgeries. If you guys get it and it goes successful, more power to you. But the bigger picture is that Yah hates this. He despises this. I've done things in my past. Let me put this out there where I went and got piercings like earrings and stuff like that. Well, now that I know I'm not going to do it anymore, even if my earring hole closes up, I'm just not going to do it anymore because I know Yah hates it. Number 2, with these surgeries, especially on the butt implants, I've seen, and I know you guys have seen this too, and I hate looking at this, and I had to do research on this topic, and some of the photos and stuff that I saw, it was totally nasty and made you want to vomit. When the surgeries go left and the woman lives to see it and it didn't go as planned, it looks like these women sometimes have 4 and 5 diapers on because their butts are dragging the ground. Now, who wants to go around walking around like this every day? And even if you call yourself trying to put some extra clothes on to cover it up, guys, it's so obvious that you can tell that it's dragging back there. And I'm not staring for a lust intent. I'm just pointing this out there that it's got, and let's be honest, okay? This is everywhere. Every state that you go to, this is not something that's only happening in my city. This is happening to everybody in every city where all the women are so obsessed with these breast implants, butt implants, lip fillers, and the stuff is a crying shame and a disaster. And I just hate the side effects that happen to these sisters when they get it. And then on top of that, our sisters, and I wish I could hold a summit or what you call a motivational speech for them. And I know I probably wouldn't get maybe with one or two people. But to tell them, think for yourselves. And I know I'm all over the place, but I just feel like I have to put this out there. Like, and some of the music that Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and them bump. Okay, listen to this. They're telling you how to not cook for a man, how to not clean for a man. But guess what? When they leave that studio, guess where Cardi B is going? Back home to her husband, and I don't care if he's whatever they do, that's their business, but it's the point that they're teaching you destruction. They're laughing at you behind closed doors, and you women are out here talking about, yeah, I ain't gonna cook for him, or I'm not gonna clean. But Cardi B and mostly all these celebs, sisters, they're going home to their husbands. That's what the life should be about. They're teaching you destruction while they go back to their husband, and they're laughing at y'all because y'all falling for it. I've been hip to what they're doing. I hate that. If you sisters want to listen to their music, go ahead. I'm just trying to teach you what they're telling you, and what they're actually doing is night and day. And not only her, like I said, Beyonce and so many others, they're telling you to dog a man out. And then when they go home, they have a husband that they're going to while the sisters are in the club turning up on TikTok, bumping all this stuff when they're not really, I'm talking about Beyonce and them aren't really single. They have husbands while the average sister is thinking she's doing something. Now, I wanted to make this clear. I'm not here to bash my sisters. I'm here to try to point you guys in the right direction. It's nothing wrong with getting advice, but just think if it's destructive or it's teaching you something that is, of course, against Yah's commandments, or if it's teaching you something destructive, I don't care who the face is. And this goes to the brothers too. And I forgot to mention, Sammy Sosa was another one. Was a brilliant baseball player, but this man was so angry, I guess it's the way Yah created him. He went out and did the same thing as Michael Jackson. Bleached the skin. This man looked totally unrecognizable. You had to double look to make sure that it was Sammy Sosa, because it's like, wow, you really did all of this for what? Because of you hate the way you were created? I guess it's a crying shame. But like I said, once again, I'm getting to wrap this up. Sisters or brothers, whoever hears this message, don't be so quick to just hypothetically, because Puff Daddy or Jay-Z said something, or because the City Girls said something, okay, that must mean they're right. No, these people are speaking out of both sides of their neck. They're teaching us destruction while they go home and laugh because they have a total different lifestyle than what they're preaching. And on top of it, this is where we get in a lot of trouble, because our favorite celeb says something, we go and do it. Once again, that's it. You guys, let's work out. Let's not forget to read our Bible. Let's exercise. And last but not least, sisters, please, please, I'm begging you, stop getting these surgeries. Stop getting these breast implants. Stop getting these lip fillers. And just be proud of being natural, because that's something rare. And don't be like everybody else, because, like I said, Cardi B and them got it. Their injections that they are basically, you got to do it. And I forgot to mention, last point, I promise, and I'm going to leave you with this. If you guys want to find an interesting interview, go and type in on YouTube, Cardi B's surgery. Now, she said that she got the surgery, I want to say about a few years ago. I can't really remember then, but she did this interview 12 days ago. She basically said after the surgery, she was so humiliated and felt so bad that she went back to the doctor and got all that junk taken out of her body. You know why? Do you know why? She got the crap taken out of her body after the surgery because I guess she came into the realization that this was harmful. These were foreign substances entering her body. And now she's not going to walk around looking like that because she knows her health is at risk. You guys take care. I hope you learned something from this message. Sisters, stop getting that surgery. Let's work out, read our Bibles, and drink our water. You guys have a fantastic night.